I tried to be restrained, but I'm not sure. Hey guys, welcome to Wild Hope Homestead. We are actually in the last week of summer now, which is good because it's still very hot and I'm looking forward to autumn. Oh, I'm sure it's going to be hot for a while, but I need to put up my brassica seedlings. I got all my brassicas started on the 7th of February, so we've got broccoli, cauliflower, cabbages, kale. I think that's all I did, and I forgot to put the netting hoop over them, so the white butterflies are laying eggs on them and they're ready to be potted up, most of them, some of them anyway, so I'm going to get those sorted out before they get eaten. My netting cloches, little tunnel covers, have actually got big rips in them. That's kind of why I hadn't got them out, because I need to recover them. But I do have, yes, because we had to replace our net curtain over the French doors recently, I have our old one which I can cut up to make some covers, so I'm going to have to do that. I might be able to patch up the rips on one of them if it's not too bad. I think both of them are kind of disintegrating, so I'll have a look and find out if I need one or two to cover the amount of seedlings I've got this time. I tried to be restrained, but I'm not sure. We're about to find out how many baby plants we've got. So first I'm going to have to take all the eggs off these seedlings. I've taken some off already, but some are pretty big. So I'm just going to work our way through these and get them potted up into their own pots. Please excuse the mess that is my potting shed. I've been so busy with the renovations lately, getting stuff in the bathroom and toilet finished up enough so that we can use them properly, which we're at that stage now. I just have to redo a part of the toilet wall, but we can finally use our bathroom and toilet properly, and that is very nice. I'm just getting done what I can now because these really need to be potted up, and it's also very hot in here, and I will have to get back to tidying later once I've got on top of some of the other things that are quite urgent. I'm going to use these 6-cell packs. This is what I like to use for potting up my seedlings, a lot of my seedlings, into their own things, like for brassicas anyway. They don't need a huge amount of space, and I've got heaps of these, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use potting mix for these because they're already a decent size, so they'll be able to handle potting mix fine. I'm using 2E Performance Organics potting mix at the moment because that's the best option I have. Bunnings currently have no organic potting mixes as last time I checked, or seed raising mixes. I've still got the last packet of my Dalton's organic seed mix here, which I'm saving for actual seeds, and after that's done I have to start making my own, unless I find something else in the meantime. I'd like to get into making my own anyway. It's just a matter of having the space to store things. So this is what we're reusing right now. It's been doing okay. When I first tried this, it wasn't so great, but it's gotten better. However, it does drain very quickly, so you need to keep on top of watering things, or have bottom trays. And I find that even with older plants too in the pots, especially in summer, I'm having a lot of trouble keeping my plants that are potted up with this from drying out. So they really need trays or saucers underneath them. But I have so many that, yeah. I also find that they will need more fertiliser in the near future. It doesn't feed them for a significant amount of time, so they will need fertilising with an organic fertiliser at some point. We'll see how these go though. They should be okay until I get them planted, hopefully, but we will find out. It does have some pretty big chunks in it, which are not helpful for baby plants, so I just throw those in the garden or back in here if I know I'm going to be potting up some bigger plants with it. This one's got some really big chunks. Alright, where's my little... Okay, you guys. Yes. Most of these I planted 2 varieties in each one. So, just found the dividing line down the middle. This one's worked out nicely so I can tell which variety is which. Nice. And I'm going to have to painstakingly take each egg off each seedling, which is annoying, but I just completely forgot about covering them when I first did them. The main thing is I got them done in very good timing, considering we're smack in the middle of renovations. You are not going to fit in the hole. This is actually a bit of a time-consuming thing to deal with this potting mix. I can't really make the holes beforehand because a lot of the seedlings end up not being able to fit in them because I just can't make them big enough. So, chunk. Here's one of last year's broccoli labels. So last year I started the seeds on the 3rd of February and potted them up on the 16th of February. This year I started them on the 7th of February, so 4 days later, and potting them up on the 23rd of February, 7 days later. So similar timing, just slightly later. But they could have been potted up sooner. It's just been a mission getting the toilet and bathroom things finished off. Waiting for things to dry and do other coats and yep. That took a while, but I've got all my brassica seedlings potted up now, which is good. The cabbages did not do very well for some reason. I've only got like 3 red cabbages out of the red ones and the green Savoy ones. I think the green Savoy cabbage seeds may have been a little bit old. I've got 8 trays of cauliflower of 4 varieties. What's 8 times 6? 48. 48 cauliflowers. But somehow only 5 trays of broccoli, including purple sprouting broccoli. So, and we tend to kind of like broccoli a bit more than cauliflower. But I think part of the reason is because there were 4 varieties of cauliflower. And also they just did really well. And some kale, some red Russian kale and dazzling blue kale. Not many of the red Russian kale, because we have those that self-sow in the garden out the front, so we're bound to get more. They're kind of an ongoing population since I let them go to seed. Some of them go to seed. And the collards didn't do very well either. I think they either got a little bit too wet, or they were actually in a little bit much sun, which I didn't realise where they were on the table, so they may have got a bit hot. But I've got 2 of those at the moment, so we'll see. I'll probably sow some more of those if the remaining seeds in the tree don't come up. But good to have those done. It always feels weird doing cold season crops when it's stinking hot out here, and I really don't feel like doing it, but if I don't, then I'll regret it. And I had good timing last year, and we did really well with our brassicas, so let's hope that there's a good crop going in the garden again, whatever shall come this year. Unfortunately, the netting is quite ripped, especially on one, so I'm going to have to fix those later, but for now I've just got them over the plants, and I'm going to drape over... Hey! I'm going to drape over the other newer net curtain to stop the butterflies.